are facing, or else still you need any help on that?
Regarding programs, like some programs it is easy to do with what do you say, like strings and characters, like for palindrome.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm fine. I'm fine with the other programs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Reverse. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If we know the strings methods, reverse of a string, like will be easy. Otherwise, okay. I have written a coding.
Yeah, strings will be later because
Yeah.
strings, the numbers validation, and something
Yeah.
what we are discussing in the real time, that there is some discussion is required.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That will see there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I shared my screen. Hope you are able to see.
Yeah. I'm able to see.
Uh, Here today, if you are know something like what is workspace, what is the need of the workspace, why we are calling as the workspace, and what we are doing in the workspace, like that, it's fine. If yeah, I'll skip it, or else I'll continue with that.
Yeah. Please continue with the things.
Okay. Okay. Let's say, for example, whenever we have a file,
Mm-hmm.
okay, whenever we created a file at any type of file, okay, we have to save somewhere.
Yes.
Getting my point. Let's say,
Yeah.
for example, I'm trying to create an Excel sheet or a Word or something else, whatever it may be.
Mm.
Finally,
Mm.
I have to save the file in this particular place.
Yes.
Okay, that
Yeah.
particular place is nothing but a physical folder.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's say, for example, I'm canceling this one. This is see something here. Okay, if I click on here something, it will open. Okay, what will
Mm.
happen? It will open and it will close it.
Yes.
Okay, if I close it again, what will happen? If I'm closing this one, okay,
We'll go
again it will
to
go, save it in the place.
yeah. Same location will go. Mm.
Means whenever we started working on any file, just will open the respective feature or respective file mode, and once we completed that, again it will go
Mm.
and it will save to the original place where we are expecting.
Yes.
Okay, now in the same way, what we need to do, whenever we are creating a Java file, it has to be saved in a particular location. That particular
Mm.
location is nothing but a workspace.
Mm.
Getting my point, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
In the same way, what we are expecting, let's say, for example, uh, let me open one thing for you. See, here there are multiple things are there. The same way I'm putting one workspace for you. Okay, like UMA workspace or UMA classes workspace. Okay.
Mm.
What I will do, whatever the things, I mean, whatever the discussions we happen in between us, it will be stored under this one.
Okay.
Okay, you're getting my point, right?
Mm. Yes.
And now what we'll do, whenever we try to open a workspace, we'll click on the Eclipse, then we'll map to this file. You're getting my point?
Yeah. Yeah.
Then automatically there is one dot metadata dummy folder will come. That is
Mm.
nothing but whenever the metadata is there, means this is pointing to your workspace.
Okay.
Okay, now it will open, in other words, Let it be. It will take some time to load because this is the first time, right?
Yeah, it takes some time.
Let it be load. Okay, here we need to discuss one more thing. Okay, like what do you mean by editor? What are the different types of editors are there? Okay, let it be, it's open. So I will complete this one. Okay, this is the view. It will display the default one, and we need to wait. The green mark is happening right here, and the green marks are there. Then we need to wait. The green mark it's went right. The progress something here.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, now this is the default one, and welcome page. It will always display, and it is showing there is a mark. I mean, I'm checking that and closing that. Now this is the first view. Okay, the view will be different from one Eclipse to another Eclipse based on your thing. Something it will show here. If it is a very new Eclipse, then it will say something here. Okay. But anyway, those are the shortcuts we are able to create the project in a smoother way. That's it, nothing much. Now, let me create a project file here. See, if you are finding any Java project here, then it's fine. If you are not there, then it should be fine here itself.
Yeah.
Let's say, for example, here also not possible. Then you can type as the Java, or else you can go to
we have option here like open perspective. From there as well we can get the Java beside the quick access. Yeah.
Read my point, right? Here Java, there we can create a project. Okay. Now let me put an example name, Java Basics.
I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to finish it. You can click next and finish, but both we can. Okay, see, it will put the respective perspective. Yeah. What do you mean by perspective? Means, for example, the design of the view will be vary from developers, will be vary from testers, will be vary from JWE, like that. If you go for different perspective, it will go for the Java perspective.
Yeah.
Okay, just to finish. This is the Java perspective, how we can see that. Okay. And if you are able to see right here, click on it, it will say different perspectives.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying earlier. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, here
we don't have the Java. Yeah.
Java perspective, something like that, it will say. Okay, it's a perspective. Means what type of project we are writing, what type of project we are doing, that kind of perspective will know. That will automatically go on. Okay.
Yes.
Now I'm closing this one. Okay, scenario and this one outline and those things are not required. See now, Java Basics I created. If you are able to see here, JRE is a 1.8. Whatever JRE you are using, that automatically it will fetch. Okay, from your library. Means what the Java you install. Based on that, it will install. That is one thing. And then other thing what we need to discuss here. Okay, here SRC. SRC in the sense source code. Okay. Yes. Now the same file how we are creating. Let's say for example, see remote file system or temporary file system, it's open because we map this one. Once we created a project, it will create. If you are deleting this one, what will happen? Automatically it will create. But leave it there. Okay. The next thing is Java basics. Okay, Java basics sense. See, this is the project name where dot settings bin src dot class path Java project something is happening. Okay, now if you observe here, only src is the one of the is here, but bin is there, src is there. Src in the sense source code, bin in the sense the way we are creating the dot class files, right? All the dot class files will be created here. Okay. Then what is the next step what we need to do? We need to create a no. Before creating a any file, any program, we need to go for the package. Package can be created. We have to select here src, then click on it here, new package. Or else right click on it, you will get a new package.
Yes.
Okay. Here com dot uma dot basics. I'll tell the reason why I'm. Okay. Here com dot is the mandatory thing, and it's a common thing wherever you go. The first one, the second one, company name. Okay, what we are referring, and third one would be the project name. Okay, first one company. Sorry, com is the constant one. Second one is company name. Third one is the project name. Here, as per our convenience, we are discussing, and this is I'm taking for example. Okay. Now this is how it will create. If you go to the physical path now, it will create an under src com, one folder will be there. Under com, uma is there. Under uma, basics is there. That is how it will create. Okay, let's say for example I close it, right? If I want to open it again, I will see here. Regarding my point, what I will do, I'll right click on the project. Okay, properties. There is a one button show in the system explorer. Getting my point? Then it will come like this. Then now let me open src com uma basics. It open.
Okay.
The same way, see whatever the classes we are going to be write it here, the same classes. Let's say for example, I'm going to create a hello world. See, while creating a class name, we have to follow the naming convention. Okay, first letter should be capital. If you are matching 2 to 3 words, the second letter should second word, first letter should be capital. Camel case, you know, right? The camel case we need to follow. And the space we should not put at the end, at the starting, and what numbers we should not put. Okay, we should not start with small letter. If we start with a small letter, it will say some error. The warning it will say, but there is no error message will come. Okay, these are the minimum things which we need to understand. Okay, here I'm using here I'm if your program needs to be main program or main method, then I'm putting this one. Okay, the checkbox has to be enabled. Now let me close it. Now see, this is how the program will come. Now let me let's look like slow. Okay, now let me run it. run as Java application. Okay, now if I go and open this one inside this, okay, the path or folder workspace, what we are calling, the same method here, the same, okay, the same hello world Java. Here is that if I open here, the same content is. You're getting my point?
Yeah.
Now, and if you observe here, under Java basics, this is the SRC, means whatever the Java files you are writing, it will save it here. That bin is nothing but the same structure. Let's say, for example, you wrote some structure within the SRC, means the same packages will be created under bin as well. If you observe here, the same package, com.oma.basics. But inside the bin only .class files will be saved, but SRC only .java files will be saved.
Yes.
Okay, what are the Java files you are writing? The same files. Okay, the same files we are coming as the here. After compiling .java, .class will be generated. That we need to think. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say, for example, how many classes are there? I have 10 classes are there within SRC with the different packages. The same all 10 classes will be compiled and will be stored under bin with the same folders with the same structure. All 10 .NET files will be created. Okay, here what's happening actually means, what do you mean by .java? What do you mean by .class? Means a programmer, a developer, or a tester, or any practitioner of Java writing their language called Java language, which is understandable by the programmer or others as a human being. But the computer, the computer doesn't understand what we are writing. So that's why what happening is, right, there is the intermediate one term is there. There is nothing but a compiler. Means whatever the code you are writing, that will compile into machine understandable language. Then machine will be understand in a smoother way.
Yes.
Getting my point?
Yeah.
So from there only it will execute all the time. Let's say, for example, though if you change anything, if you remove this bin folder, automatically it will create. If I go here and refresh something, automatically it will create. Created, right?
Okay. Yeah, yes.
The bin folder will be created by default. We don't want to touch anything, but for safety purpose, if you are not getting any exit or what you are doing sometimes, there may be a chance, okay, the bin class is not generated properly. The bin folder is not properly updated. So what we can do that time, we can directly remove that and we can compile it directly. Okay.
Yeah.
If we see this is the dot setting, is the dummy point where we are getting. Okay. Then if you go to this dot class for and dot project for, let me open this one. Okay. Here only the one Eclipse file or some Java builder, some plugins has to be there, and only the project name has to be saved. This is called a .java project or .project. Okay. This file contain only things, how many build specs is there, how many build commands is there, but we don't bother about that. But only thing is we need to consider the project name. Point.
Yeah.
Now one more thing is the dot class form. Means how we are getting. Let's say, for example, here SRC we are dealing, but from SRC output we are getting is a dot bin means I'm talking about the only class files. See, I'm getting here. See, this is the JDT path. This we don't bother about that. It automatically it will take. And if you see here, class path entry, path name is SRC, path name is SRC. The output is bin. Getting my point?
Yes, yes.
Just I'm for telling purpose, I'm telling you, but automatically it will take care of everything. We don't bother
Yeah.
about that.
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Now hope all these things are clear. Then we'll go for the another topic called methods. That is
Yeah,
what
actually.
we discuss. And
Yeah.
all these things are clear, right?
Yes, yes.
Then we'll go for the methods.
Okay.
What do you mean by method? What is the need of method? Then tell me what understanding you have on that.
Explain me, please.
Yeah, can you explain that what you are able to understand from the functioning or functions and methods both are same. In that point of view, what you understand?
For executing the programs, we write the methods easily we can carry forward for any other programs, like just like a stored procedures we can use these ones.
Okay. Let me tell you what is the need of function and when we require a method. Our function or method both are same or not? See, first of all, method or function both are same. But if you go to C, C++, people are calling as the method. Sorry, people are calling as the function. Okay, if you come to the Java, we are calling as the method. If I say method or function, both are same.
Okay.
Okay. Then, what is the need of the method and why it is required for the program? For example, I have a 1,000 lines of code or 100 lines of code. Okay. If I'm continuously writing here, what will happen? If I'm going to type all these things, what will happen? 1,000 lines of code I need to write. If I write 1,000 lines of code, what will happen? I need to run this program. When I run this, 1,000 lines of code will execute at the same time. If it is all these things under main method. Or else, I don't want all the lines. Sometimes I need 10 lines, sometimes I need 100 lines, sometimes 200 lines is required. Sometimes only 20 lines is required in the 1,000 lines of code.
Okay.
Getting me point?
Yeah.
So I don't have control because what will happen, right? Whatever the program main method is there, we are writing that one by one. It will execute 1,000 lines of code top to bottom continuously. It won't stop anything. But I don't want all the code. Sometimes I need 1,000 lines, sometimes 100 lines, sometimes 20 lines, sometimes 50 lines. Getting my point? So,
Yes.
While writing the program within the main method with all the content, there is no, how can I say, there is no control. So to have a control, what we can do, either we have to delete the unnecessary code and we need to put it again, or else we need to comment or uncomment.
Yes, but this one, yeah. But
These are the two possible ways. But this is not the good practice, right? I mean, how many times we'll do commenting, how many times we can remove and put it again. We may or may not enable or disable something, while removing, while adding. If we may add or miss something will happen, it will be bigger headache for us. Okay.
Yes.
To overcome the problem, what we have a choice called methods. Okay. That method, let's say for example, what are the set of methods, I mean set of data or set of lines, 100 lines I told, 20 lines I told, 50 lines I told. Those 50 lines are each and every lines of code I will put inside one method.
Yes.
Okay. Then whenever it is required, then only I will call them. Until unless it's not at all used. Though the method is got created, until unless we are calling that method, it won't call by default. That is the beauty of the Java. We have the code, but until unless we are calling the code or method, it won't be executed. Getting my point, right?
Yes.
So that is the beauty of the Java. Now what I will do, I will create a method. Just to see, to create a method, what we need to understand, the method should be created after the main method or before the main method. Then it's fine. But we should not create a method under any method. Means main also one of the method, so we are not able to create a method within this method. Getting my point?
Yes.
Either we can create before the main method or after the main method. Let me create a main method. Sorry, method we already have. I'm creating just the public void. Okay, public void show. Some here. Okay, system.out.println. Here I'm putting as the like a show method. Let's say for example, if I run it, it won't run. The reason why, in the sense, it's not calling. Just we have a method, we are not calling the method. The same way, if I go to public void, okay, public void demo, something like that, system.out.println of, okay, demo method. Though I have the methods, okay, though I have the method, what happening here? We are not calling. Why? Means whenever it is required, we need to call that. Until unless it won't call the method. Now, do you know this like syntax of the terms and syntaxes for the method, or else do I need to explain again?
No, I understood.
What do you mean by public? What do you mean by void? What do you mean by show? Why we are writing the curly braces, method, body? These things, hope you already remember.
Yes.
Okay. Then here I wrote this method. Okay, let's say I want to call this method. Whenever we require a method calling, definitely we should go for the object creation.
Yes.
Okay, how to create an object? Can you tell me how to create an object for this class?
Using a constructors?
Yes. See, OPG
Hello,
I'm putting.
okay. New of, with a keyword new, we have to create. Yes. Okay.
Here you are able to understand, right? What is the need of this one? And I created an object because you already know that I'm skipping why those things. Okay. Object dot, if I see, if I put object dot, what happening here? Okay, what's
Yeah.
happening here? If you see here, see there are many methods are here. Getting my point?
Yes.
See,
Yes.
whenever we create an object for any class, there may be some other class functions will come. That some other is nothing but object class, because each and every class, okay, each and every class within Java should be a superclass of, should be a subclass of object class. So object class is the bigger class. It's the topmost class for all Java classes. So hence, for all things will come like the object methods. If you see this see clone demo equal something is there, right?
Yeah.
Demo is, but this is the class then. Hello world is the class. Okay, equals object. See here there are three parts are there. 1 colon 2 hyphen the third one. The first one is, let me tell you, the first one is method name. Okay, the second one is return type, the third one is class name. Getting my point?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, likewise, if you observe, all these things will come. Okay, inside this list of method, there may be a mixing chance. Okay, it will create as if from like top to bottom. Some of the objects or some of the things, if you observe here, the methods are mixed together. Object class methods as well as our own class methods. It will be under A to Z format. It's a ascending order. We need to go on search. See demo. This is our class because and see, so now the second method what we have. And the second thing is what we need to observe here. Okay, what we need to observe here. Some methods having here yellow, some methods having green or green. Do you know the difference?
No.
No. See, whenever a method is declared as a public, then it will become as the green mark.
Okay.
If the method is declared as the protected, then it will mark it as the
yellow.
This one, the yellow. If you observe here, public int hash code, modify int public final modify, notify or notify all, something like that. If you go here, finalize protected method. Okay. Then how it will be show for the like a private thing. Let me show you. I'm calling demo method first. See, there may be a chance whatever the method we are creating first, the same method will be called last, the same method will be called in the middle. There is no guarantee. Okay, way of creation of the method is different. Way of calling of the method is different. I'm talking about only the top to bottom what we are writing. See now, demo I'm creating here. I'm running as the, like I'm using as the first one while calling. Okay, obj dot show. You're getting my point?
Yes.
Now first we'll run the show method as per this, but see, one second. If you go top to bottom, if I say here within the main method, if it is go top to bottom, it is fine. But outside of the main method, it will be depending on the what the object we are created. Okay, the object, what is the method we are calling is the first one, then that will start from scratch. And the second method, okay, how it will call, maybe the third one, maybe fourth one. See, while creating, okay, the object, okay, the method, what are the, I have 10 methods. In that 10 methods, I can write randomly, or I can write A to Z format, or I can write anything. Getting my point? But the same way, if you are calling, then it's fine. If you're not, whatever the method you are calling first time, the first time method will be executed. Getting my point?
Yes, yes.
The same way, what we need to understand here, the same method can be called number of times. N number of times I can call it. There is no restriction. Getting my point?
Yeah.
That we need to understand. Okay, or else after again this one, this method, show method, again I am calling demo method.
Okay.
There is no restriction. That is our choice.
Okay.
See, if I'm not running, if I'm not showing this, saving this method, see this class, it is saying some star mark. Okay, what will happen if I run the job, or if I run this one? Save first, it will ask for me save.
To save the yeah.
Then it will
Yeah, I
launch.
experience this way. Yes, yes, yeah.
Getting my point? Then
Yeah,
automatically how we can know that whether it is saved or not. See, if it is not saving, this save methods will be
Save
enabled.
option will be disabled. Yeah, yeah.
Then here one star mark will come.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
These are the minimum things. Now,
Yeah.
let's say for example, how to like utilize the method power. The method power is nothing but, let's say for example, by using parameters, we can achieve 100 lines of code also within 10 lines. Okay, the reason is right, without using a, like how can I say, parameters, the same method can be rewritten always. If you are going for the right a parameterization, it will be save our time and it will give the good programming. Let's say for example, here public void, okay, add I'm taking. Here int a equal to 10, okay, int b equal to 20, okay. Here I'm getting int c equal to a plus b I'm putting.
A plus b plus g.
Yeah, I got mistake. Okay.
Yeah.
Now what I will do, system.out.println of system.out.println of what we are going to be do here.
See,
the addition. Okay.
yeah. Append it value. Yeah.
Okay. C value I'm typing.
Yeah.
Now see.
Add method.
Now just observe, there is some gaps are coming. See here equal to, here equal to, this is not. So what we have to control shift F, okay, and automatically all the gaps will be comes alignment. This is called as the format. Control shift
Without
F.
without gap also we can write program.
No, we can write, but how can I say, for look and feel, that is not the goal. And if anyone is going to be take the worry of code, our code review will happen. They will say is not good, that is not good. So to simply do that, what we need to do, control shift F.
Yeah, control
Now,
shift.
just running. Sorry, you didn't call it right. I need to call this method.
Yeah.
Okay, after doing this one, methods calling. Okay. Obj dot add. what will happen here? 30 will display now. Okay, then what I can do, if I go for not 20, 30, I have to go for some other routes, some other name. Then what is happening? Here I'm changing. Okay, let's say for example, continuously I should not change. And sometimes I need 20, 20, sometimes I need 50, 50, sometimes I need 100, 100, or sometimes 20, 30, or sometimes the number. So based on our requirement, if I'm not changing anything within the method here, okay, line number 24 and 25, what I need to do, I need to go on I need to create one more method based on the whatever I need. You're getting my point?
Yes.
Okay. But how many times we can write it like that? That is not the good way, right?
Yes.
Let's say for example, here I don't want now 30, 40. Okay, if I required one more thing, not the 30, 40, now I require some other thing, or else I required some other. Now 100 and 200. Now its method duplicate will come. It won't accept. So what I need to do? Here I need to put 1. Here instead of
value we change.
we have to change. Then again I have to go and check here.
Again we need to add the commit method.
Obj dot
add
1. How many times it is required? I need to write it. Now it's coming as the value 200. If this is also not sufficient, then I need to go for another. Okay, likewise you need to create. If we are keep on creating like this, the number of code will be increased, and that is not the good way.
Yeah.
You get my point. But I need an optimal solution. What is that? I need an optimal solution. That optimal solution is nothing but if I go for a single program or single method, if you give any type, okay, 20, 30 or 30, 40, 100, 200, 1000, 2000, no issue. I should get the logic. I should get the addition value. And the code, whatever the code I'm writing, it should be a single code. Getting my point?
Yes.
So to overcome the problem, there is a one concept called parameterization. Do you know that?
Yeah, and scanners as well. We can use scanner.
No. Scanners are not required. See, scanners in the sense whenever we required to read the data from the like screening, the input, then only we are going for the scanners. See, right? In the entire lifespan of the Selenium architect or Selenium developer, Selenium tester or Selenium engineer or Selenium automation tester, we don't want to read anything as from the keyboard.
Okay,
from the console, we don't want to touch anything. Even scanners, we don't want at all.
Okay.
So though people are telling something, I don't bother about. We should not use that.
Okay.
And now, see, what do you mean by parameterization in the sense? A parameter, instead of calling here within this method of body, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a parameterization. The parameterization in the sense, whatever the value we are giving, it will take dynamically, and instead of calling these two values within this one, within the method, we are going to use the same values whenever it is required and whenever the method body is calling or method is called. For example, I'm going to delete here. I'm going to put the parameterization int a, comma int b.
Yes.
Now I'm trying to remove this one. Okay.
Yeah.
Now see how can I add while calling this method. Okay. 20, 30 I'm giving. Now I will get the output as what? 10, 30 I'm getting the point. Now,
Yes.
now if I go for another set of data, for example, here 100 is there. The same I'm putting 100 and 100. Again, I'm able to see the output. Okay, but then this is required now, the second method.
No.
Not required, right?
Not like already we are giving values in the same object. Yeah.
Already we are giving the values and we wrote a method, well matured method. It will be accept two values. At any time it will give the print. At any time it will give the addition value. Okay, here what we need to understand. See how it will call. Whenever the method, let me debug and show you how the method will be called. Okay. This is called as the debug points. You know, right?
Yeah.
Now right click. Okay. Run as Java. If you run it, it won't go for the breakpoint. If you go for the debug as Java application, then it will go for the debug. Then if it is a first time, then it will ask for whether I need to switch the perspective, means debug perspective or not. I can say no. Or I can say yes. The view will be changed.
Okay.
See, see, first demo method is came. By demo method, the control is came here, then automatically it will come to here. Okay. Now there is some pass button here. I'm clicking. See, for each and every time it will ask, I can say no. Okay. Now what will happen? This is the view we are calling as the debug mode. Getting my point? See how many objects are there, how many values are there, variable types and all it will come here. Here arguments and objects. Then these are the main method. This is the output. Okay. This one already covered. Then demo method it's already covered. Now the line control is the third one, the 10th one. Now see whenever this method is there, right? If you click on this thing, then it will directly navigate to show method. Then it will go ahead. Now let's say for example, if I go for this add, right? Whatever the method we are in the method parameterization, whatever the values you are giving, the 10th value will be the way B value must be 30. The same way over in here, A value 10, B value 30. Okay. The second time I'm passing again, right? The second time I'm passing again, A value is 100 and B value is 100. See here I'm doing the same step. Over A, over B, then we'll go for the 100. Now output, see, the first one I'm getting, until unless if I came out, the control is came out from this, okay, then only I will get the output. See, now our program execution completed and it's saying that debug and terminated, disconnected something here in the debug mode, and the green red mark and option as a pause or button or something suspended. There is no methods. I mean, there is no nothing like that. Now the view and all will be completely different. You're getting my point. Now I want to switch the old fashion Java perspective mode. This is called as the debug mode. Again, I need to switch to the normal Java mode. How can I do that? See, there is a J is there. Means
J.
Java it
Okay.
will go. There is a J something mode,
Yeah.
Java mode.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can click on here. I can go for Java.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Now, if I see here, something is happening like this. Now it is random. If you are not able to control like this, what will happen? Just do here is the right window perspective, reset perspective. Okay, then automatically it will set everything. It will be sit right.
As usual. Yeah.
Getting my point?
Yes. Yes.
1 second, please. Okay, now I showed you how to debug, okay, and how it will come, the parameterization, the same. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to write another smarter step. Let's say for example, here instead of void, I'm going to write as the int, okay. Then here what I'm going to do now, system.out. Second, return. 1 second. It's see here what I will do. Return okay, a plus b. Here I don't bother about this one. I don't bother about this one, and only single line of code is there. You are getting my point?
Yes.
But if I run it, it won't show the code. The reason we removed everything. See, we are calling this method. It will go on, it will call, it will calculate, but there is the value we are showing. We are not displaying any value. So in this case, system.out.println of, here I can say like the addition value colon, okay, the addition value colon obj dot add of, okay. See, first one is integer, second one also integer. I'm giving as the 50 and 50. Now we display 100. You are getting my point?
Yes.
See, in these two cases, there is no output. Now we are displaying the output like this. Hope this is clear.
Yes. Yes.
The way we are using the program, the way we are creating a program will be like in a smarter way. Okay? You're getting my point?
Yes. Yes.
See how smarter we are writing the program, that is very, very important. How many lines of code we are decreasing. See, without parameterization, what we did, we wrote the like repeated code. Okay. If you go for like the second method, what we did, parameterization, we completely decreased 1,000 lines of code. We don't want to write 1,000 lines of code. Just a single method while passing the parameter, we are getting the sum. The same way, if you go for anything, like within the smarter way, just we are returning the value by using the return type. Do you know return type, right? I mean, I don't want to again.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. Yeah.
Okay. Then within the smarter way, we completed. Now, see 7 to 8 lines of code here. If you stay within this one, it's a single line.
Yes.
Okay. This is how we need to do actually in the real time. This is the expectation from the real time. Okay.
So these we can use functions as call by value, call by reference. Is
no, I didn't complete that part. Let me tell you.
Okay.
Okay. See, if you go for C, okay, there is a concept called pointers. Okay. In Java, there is no pointers. First point. Okay. Whenever we have a pointers, what do you mean by pointers? In a sense, pointers are the memory addresses where the actual value is referencing. But Java doesn't support pointers. Hence, there is no reference. Means whenever you are going for the method, there are two calling. One is call by reference and call by value.
Yeah.
Okay. The call by reference is not there in the Java. The reason is pointers are not there in Java. Hence, we are not calling by using point. Call by reference. Only we are calling as the call by value. Okay. Means see here we are calling by value. You're getting my point, right?
Yeah, I'm getting.
Okay. Okay. Then here we need to understand one more point. 2 points which we need to. Types of parameters. Here, actual parameters or formal parameters. There is one concept. What do you mean by actual? What do you mean by formal? Means while creating a method here, okay, while creating a method, I'm highlighting, right? Or while designing a method, or okay, or while implementation of the body of the method, we are writing some parameters. That parameters is nothing but formal parameters or formal arguments. Okay, see here, arguments or parameters both are same. There is no difference. Either we can call it as the parameters or we can call it as the arguments. You know, sometimes I will say arguments, sometimes I will say parameters. There is no difference between these. Then these are the called formal arguments or formal parameters. Whenever the method is calling, here method is calling, there we are passing the actual values, what the value should be print, what the value should be addition. Those are nothing but actual parameters. Okay, and the actual parameters, whatever the values we are passing, the same order will be mapped to the like a formal arguments or formal parameters. For example, here first 50, first A value will be 50 and B value 50. If I change something 60, 50 or 100, see the first value should be A, the second value should be B. Getting my point?
Yes.
This is calling as the formal arguments and actual arguments. Actual arguments in the sense what the value is passing, where method calling is nothing but actual argument. Okay, method creation is nothing but a formal argument. It's a formality we are creating these things, but it will be overridden the actual values from following point of view. Okay, and
Yes.
the same method I can call number of times, thousands of times, and hundreds of times. There is no restriction for that. You getting my point?
Yes.
And the second type, this is clear. We'll go for the another step inside that. See, let's say for example, I created as the one object for this class. If I create another object, if I create two more objects, if I create three more objects, what will happen? Okay, see how many objects are there within a class. How many objects can be created within the class can be n number of objects we can create. First point. We can create n number of objects for the class. Clear? Then
Yes.
the second point, how many number of times we created object, or how many objects are there. For all the objects, all the methods is available. Means for all the methods, sorry, for all the objects, all the methods can be available. I can use any one thing, or else I can use any single item, or I can use any particular.
Yes.
There is no, I mean, there is no like a choice, like particular we have to call this one, particular we have to call that one. Method one we need to call for object one. Okay, method two we need to call for object, like that. There is no restriction. All the methods are belongs to the same class. All the objects can be belongs to the same class while creating objects. Hence, I can call all the methods by using any object. Getting my point?
Yeah.
Okay, now this is very important to create a methods and everything, and way of creating method is very important. But while creating a method, what are the things we require? Okay, we need to keep in mind how smarter work we are doing. For example, the return type we are using in the line number 24 and 25. Okay?
Yes.
We decrease the line numbers. We decrease the line number from 4 to 1. Earlier int a equal to something, b equal to something, int c equal to something, then system.out.println and we wrote it. Out of 4 lines. But if you see now, only single line is there within the body.
Yes.
Okay, how smarter work we are doing, that is very, very important. And while writing a method, you should be very clear what is the need of the method, what is the purpose of the method. Okay, all these things need to keep in mind. Then only we will be in a good position to write a method. Or else what will happen, right? For simple point we should not create it. For any simple point directly we can call the within the main method. Okay?
Yes.
Now hope this is clear. Okay?
Yeah.
Once this is clear, then we'll go for the like constructors, or else we'll start the OOPS concept. Okay, within the OOPS concepts, we'll learn like simple points. Okay, what are the points we require? We'll learn. Okay, it will be like OOPS concepts are completely real time, which I'm going to give the examples like that. Tomorrow we'll start the OOPS. Okay.
Okay.
Hope 1 or 2 classes or 3 classes max based on the demand. I mean, how we are good with that. I'll check that. Yeah. Okay, if you are good, I'll skip it, or else I will move ahead. Okay. For each and every time why I'm asking, right? I need to understand without wasting time. I need to understand where you are starting. That's why I'm asking. If you don't know anything blindly, I don't want to ask. I will start from scratch and I will go ahead. But that is not the case for you. That's why I'm requesting each and every day to get that. Yeah. And before that, I ask you to make a list of all the concepts, whatever you know. And I ask you to give the rating something.
Yeah, I listed it and I told you I'm having 2.5 rating out of 5. Mm.
Okay, okay. I mean, all the concepts in the same way, or else still.
Not all the concepts, little bit some concepts, but for sure I don't know collection frameworks. Yeah, the remaining concepts I'm okay, but collection frameworks I saw in the internet like what do you have in the collection? Like I saw list, index, areas. I'm reading one by one slowly. Framework.
Okay, no issue, no issue. We'll see that and try to write the program. Okay, try to write the program. Practicing is very important. Okay, what I
Yeah,
told in the last session, right? Giving some examples like that. Okay,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
better to have a good practicing.
yeah.
Okay,
Okay, yeah, okay,
and
yeah.
tomorrow we'll
Mm.
start from most concepts. Okay.
Okay, yeah,
Okay, as of now, I'm closing the session.
yeah,
Tomorrow, if we go ahead and do that, right, what will happen? The OOPS concept slowly, one
mm.
by one, will start, and by the end of this week, we'll try to complete that OOPS concept. It's a big. I mean, not it's a OOPS concept having multiple things, right? We'll complete that,
Yes, yes.
and
Yeah, yeah,
we'll
integrated.
we'll do that.
Yeah, yeah. Mm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Then thanks. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Very good.